Pain heals. Chicks dig scars. Glory lasts forever.
Welcome back to the channel. Aliyah Boston is finally back in Indy. Appreciate you being here. Thank you for your support. Hope you're having a fantastic day. Shout out to the 19. We've got some clips of it. Before this came out, there was, Fever fans are getting a little antsy. Aliyah Boston she did not come into the season last year in shape. Yes, they had that terrible schedule at the beginning. They had Christie sides, dropping passes, missing layups, all this other stuff. But also a big part of that 2-9 start was the fact that Aliyah Boston was not in shape. And I've said this before, and look, I like Aliyah Boston. As far as centers go in the WNBA, she is one of the more talented ones. My question that I keep saying is if the Fever run the offense they should run, Stephanie White, are you hearing me? Then Aliyah Boston is the biggest question mark to me. And it's not even because she's not talented, it's because her strengths, I don't think, are the strengths of the way the Fever will play. Now, I think there are things in there that can be. Okay. So I'm not saying, oh, it's going to be a disaster. It's just a question that I have with Aliyah Boston. So if they're running up tempo, I think Aliyah Boston's best bet, right, is not we're going to go slow. We're going to let her get established in the paint and we're going to get paint touches. Not that you can't do that at times. I'm not eliminating it completely. But when they do get out in the open court, for me, Aliyah Boston is that trailer. Right? The team gets out. Maybe they don't get a layup right away. The defense gets back. They think, okay, we've got it covered. They didn't score. We're stopping the transition. Aliyah Boston comes late as the trailer down the lane with the passing ability and a vision of someone like Caitlin Clark that is very, very deadly because the defenders' eyes were all getting back in transition, stop the ball, get players covered, keep them from getting to the basket. Their eyes are not on Aliyah Boston is trailing this play and coming down the lane, and I think she can do that well. Now, it's not exactly what happened on that play in the All-Star game with the whole Kelsey Plum full court, but that it was still that similar idea of Aliyah Boston coming late down the lane. She can do well in that. Some of the issues I have with her in the post and the paint, she does not get off her feet, right? This is not someone with a vertical. So when she doesn't get the ball up high and get a high release, she gets her shot blocked pretty easily. But I have this video that I'm going to share with you because we're going to talk about some of the things I do like in this that I like that I'm seeing from her, and we'll see how that transitions into the season. So they brought this clip out. I think Aliyah wanted to be a model or I don't know, an IG influencer maybe. Maybe we should do that after her basketball career because she's always throwing in this stuff. Yeah. Uh, But let's see the basketball. Now, a couple of things I like these moves. First of all, you're seeing stuff that's happening quickly. There she is rolling to the basket. Now, if you noticed, I'm gonna go back just a little bit. Yes, I am going to show this again though, because I think it's important. If you notice these beginning shots, a lot of them are not post up, slow down basketball. Right. And you saw the pick being set. By the way, she is very, very good in the pick and roll. She's got to work on nailing that 12 to 15-foot jumper. That'll be huge. I think you see a little of that in here. But if you watch these first, I think it's 3 plays that I just showed you. They're all left-handed, right? These are all, and they're nice. They're a soft touch. She gets in here, right? Not even really any backspin because she's just laying that ball up softly. Even this little midi jumper, that is a left-handed toss. It's good to see. So she's working on stuff that is away from the basket. She's working on moves that are a little more away from the basket, which I think is really important for her game with the way the Fever are going to play. That ability of space. I like that step over to the left again there too. So now here she's posting up a little. Of course, you've got to have that, right? That's part that just adds another element to an offense. But we're seeing a lot of stuff in this practice that I like because it's involving movement with Aliyah Boston and a little more spacing of the court as opposed to just traditional, we're going to post you up and play traditional paint touches, which I think Aliyah can do. But I think this element right here that we're seeing in this video is so much more important for the success of the team with Aliyah Boston than traditional paint touches, right? I love that we saw the left hand. I love that we saw a lot of quick stuff, a lot of motion, a lot of stuff in the, 6 to 10-foot range, 12-foot range, as opposed to just under the basket. Movement, setting a pick and then going to the basket and getting the ball on the way to the basket, not just posting someone up and trying to get position deep and getting those releases. If she can go left confidently enough in here like we're seeing, I think that's a really, really big deal. This is a short one. I'm going to leave it here. Just wanted some thoughts on Aliyah Boston, both, my question marks, but also give her praise for I like what I see that they're working on in this video. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, what you think, where you think Aliyah Boston fits in terms of strengths and weaknesses and what you want to see from her this season. I'm going to leave it there. Like, comment, subscribe. Appreciate you checking out this video as always, and I will talk to you later.